Let's bring Whiz Buckley in on all of this. On both of the stories we've been talking about, he's a former commercial airline pilot, right? But he's also was a fighter pilot, Navy Top Gun graduate. Good to have you back on the show. So let's go in order. Reaction to what you saw at Heathrow. On the tablet here, I've got a couple of maps, and I'll just flash them up here. First of all, for some perspective on where the flight or where the fire was, the substation fire. We see it right up in this area. You see where the airport is. Laura talked about the first flight. Came from basically the southern part of the UK. That's the flight path, and they are back up. Reaction to what happened today and how it was handled?
Connell, good to be with you again. This is a nightmare. This should not happen. Substations just don't spontaneously explode, right? And if they do, there should be backups. And apparently the backups in this case failed. That's not good. So hopefully with this mishap, British aviation authorities are saying, first of all, what happened? And let's hope it's not. They already said, well, we don't believe anything nefarious happened. Well, sadly, in today's world, I usually lead with potentially what bad could have happened first, and it might have been terrorism. Even if it wasn't, you can't have this happen. You should not be able to have a power station go down like this in the world's one of the world's busiest airports be brought to their knees. Could you imagine if this happened in bad weather, right? So I don't like this, and we need to know what happened and why it shouldn't happen again.
Well, I guess they got a bunch of generators there, but not enough to run the whole airport, right? They have them on, I guess, on the runways and things like that. But, you know, lesson learned, you would hope, from today.
Correct. No, this shouldn't happen, right? In aviation, everything's pretty much has to run flawlessly for bad things not to happen. This was not flawless, and we didn't know why and how to prevent it, especially domestically. If you're looking at O'Hare, DFW, Miami, we got to know that our backups are actually ready to assume the load.
All right. I said you're perfect today because you're on both sides of it, and we have a Top Gun guy on, call sign Whiz. We got to talk about this new fighter jet, right, that we just heard about from the president. Let me play another clip of President Trump today in the Oval Office talking about this F47. Here he is.
The F47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built. An experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation.
I heard some military folks earlier saying this is a pretty big deal. Is it?
Let me lead with this, Connell. It's always a little nostalgic with an announcement like this. When I flew the F-18, it was a 4.5 generation fighter. I thought the 5th gens were pretty cool. Now we got 6th gen, man. This is mind blowing. I think the last fighter pilot is probably in grade school. We're like Knights of the Round Table. We've moved from being fighter pilots to systems monitors. This F-47, just incredible stealth technology, weapon systems, and communication systems. So the fighter pilot is getting less and less out of the cockpit, and you're turning into more of a system monitor. But the technology is eye-watering. Based on the limited amount of information I know, this really is the next generation fighter. And the pilots are actually becoming less and less involved in the process. Some of the technology, you just sit there and watch these airplanes go to work. And to really creep people out, these airplanes are learning. They learn when a pilot looks at this or touches this switch, and they use that for future use. So the F-47 announcement today with the president and Boeing, probably going to be the end of manned aviation as we know it in the near future.
What does that mean, you know, in terms of the future of warfare? On the one hand, obviously, it keeps our people out of harm's way, maybe in some cases, if, you know, you're controlling everything from somewhere else. And, you know, on the other hand, could we have even more destruction because we don't have humans involved? I don't know. What do you see the future of warfare kind of turning into within this new world?
Connell, it's interesting you brought that up. The more technology, I'm sad to say, actually could potentially result in more warfare. Because to your point, well, hey, Whiz didn't get shot down and eject, and he's not on News Nation getting beat up as a POW. That's a good thing. But that actually makes war more likely if it's just like, we just lost another unmanned vehicle and let's build another one.
Sometimes
so
I feel like it's
it
like
can
that
actually,
now for the public. People who are non-military, they hear, like if we heard, so tomorrow we were sending troops somewhere, boy, there would be a huge reaction. But if we hear the president has an airstrike on such and such a country, sure, people pay attention, but not in the same way, because they don't feel like even though humans are at risk, I don't think they feel it the same way.
you absolutely nailed it. But at the end of the day, even if it's drone v drone, like, okay, our drones are fighting each other, somebody's going to wake up someday and say, where are the drones coming from?
Right.
Who's piloting them? At the end of the day, sadly, Connell, with warfare, it goes back to caveman. You got to pick up a rock and go hit another caveman in the head. So technology might make war more likely and more antiseptic, but at the end of the day, war is a horror, and this technology kind of delays the end state, and ending this war. It kind of prolongs it, in my opinion.
At the same time, though, for someone who's done what you've done, you're kind of amazed, as you said, by the technology, at how far we've come.
The enemy should know they're dead, Connell. I mean, based on our satellites and our intel and our technology, we know when the enemy pilot's leaving their home and what they had for breakfast. And based on the technology in this F47, they're not even going to know what hit them. The days of dogfights and fur balls like the movie Top Gun are over with, because we're hitting people as soon as they get airborne. They're not even going to know they're dead.
The president literally said that. Sometimes he, obviously he exaggerates, but he said that phrase today. Yeah, they're not going to know what hit them, and you're saying that's true. That's exactly what this thing can do.
It's the absolute truth. This F47 sixth generation technology, we are at the tip of the spear.
Wow.
But guess what? We're going to be at that tip for so long before somebody copies, pastes, steals it, and then we're going to kind of leapfrog, and that's just the nature of warfare and our enemies.
Yeah, that's the way things are going. All right, Whiz, thanks for coming on again. It's fun talking to you about all this. Whiz Buckley. All right, much more still ahead here on News Nation.